Hey guys, so you're not going to really need a lot of equipment today for this Barre Flow. I'm trying to keep it equipment low since I don't know what you have at home. You are welcome to sit on something. We'll start sitting today. So if you've got a couple of blocks at home, maybe you've got a cushion, a sofa cushion, a pillow, books, whatever you've got that you like to sit on, go ahead and grab that. That's pretty much the only time you're really going to need props is during that sitting beginning part of class. And then after that, it's just going to be all body weight work stuff. If I offer anything in the class that doesn't work for you, or it's not, something that feels good in your body, just don't do it. Do something close to it. I'll try to offer options as we move through the class. But if I don't offer an option that works for you, go ahead and find one that does, or just lounge attractively on your mat while you watch me. That's always an option too. You're at home, remember? That's one of the nice things I think about doing these at home is I think we're better at doing what works for our body better at home when there's no one around us than we are in a class. Because in a class, we feel like we have to keep up with everybody else, or we have to keep up with the teacher, which we don't ever. But I think we're a little bit better about doing that at home than we are in a regular class. So hopefully you've got some props to sit on. You don't even really need a mat. Just whatever you're on, be careful with slipping. Probably taking your socks off might not be a bad idea. And it's nice and warm, so hopefully wherever you are, you're comfortable. We have Jake's soundtrack in the background for a little bit of extra music. Barre Flow is one of those classes I like to have a little bit of music in. And sometimes we'll be on beat and sometimes we won't. Just kind of depends on what we're doing. So you're just gonna, if you have any issues with that, just let it go. Because normally bar classes are musically driven, and we, for copyright reasons, just cannot use our normal music options. So that's why we're just kind of using our own music. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully you're sitting comfortably on your mats. Kneeling is an option too. Just make sure that you've got your knees close in line with your hips. If your knees are really high, it's hard to sit up straight. We tend to start to pop our hips back into a posterior tilt. So see if you can have your knees either in line with your hips or maybe even a little bit lower. That's a little bit better for your hips and your back. It's a little bit more comfortable. That's why I like to start on blocks or something, because I have tight hips and a little bit of tightness in my lower back. Okay, so wherever you are, just relax your hands, palms down on the knees, palms down on the legs. Welcome to Barre Flow. We'll do a little bit of bar, we'll do a little bit of flow. This is kind of a hybrid class, so we'll do a little bit of both. So close your eyes, just kind of let yourself start to settle into your position, whatever that may be. And just see if you can give yourself permission to take the next hour for yourself, disconnected from the world, disconnected from the chaos going on outside. So you're really bringing your mind and your body into the same space at the same time. So you may notice sounds in your place where you are. You may notice sounds outside the building. And just see if you can notice them, but not let them pull you out of your body, pull you out of your class. So that you can notice them and come right back to your breath and your body. Nice, long, tall spine from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. Shoulders balanced right over the hips. And just take a moment and just breathe. Leaving distractions, worries off to the side for the next hour. They'll still be there when you're done. Breathing in and out through the nose. Listening into your body on a physical level, checking in with your physical body. If there are any places you need to be a little bit mindful of, a little bit careful with today, just keep that in the back of your mind. Always listening to your body, always putting the whispers maybe even the yells of your body above and beyond anything else. So whatever I'm doing is just a suggestion. You are making this work for you and your body. So being careful of any places in your body that may need a little bit of extra care. Checking in with your energetic body, noticing where your energy is today, those subtle little currents of energy moving through your body. Maybe today is a day where your energy is a little low, so you back off. Maybe today is where your energy feels really high and you have to blow off some steam. Up to you. This is your class. I'm just a facilitator. Make this work for you. Go ahead and release your hands to the sides, either side of your hips, fingers on the floor. And from here, I want you to inhale, shrug the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale with a sigh. Press the palms and the shoulders down. And 2 more times, inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, press, palms and shoulders straight down. 1 more time, inhale, up. And exhale, press all the way down. And go ahead and lean into one side, lean into the right, while you take the left hand up to the ceiling. And you can have some softness in that elbow, just kind of watch the elbow. Reaching the hand up to the sky, go ahead and roll the wrist a couple of times. Maybe 2 or 3 times one way and then the other way. Just warming up the wrist and the hand. And then coming back to center, I want you to flick your fingers on the ceiling like you're flicking water on the ceiling. We've been holding a lot of devices and gadgets, so we're trying to get rid of a little bit of tension in the hands and in the fingers. Looking up to the ceiling. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Go ahead and turn the palm to face behind you. Allow that arm to drop down behind and just kind of wrap the fingers around the opposite waist and hold it right here. Turning forward, just allow and keep some softness in this elbow and allow your ear to relax to that shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. Feeling an opening, a gentle stretch through the left side, and if this is too intense of a stretch for you, change the arm. And you can always reach those fingers in the opposite direction instead of having yourself in a little bit of the bind, arm behind. Deep breath in, and a sigh, all the way out. Again, inhale through the nose. Big sigh, all the way out, big exhale. 1 more time, big breath in. And this time as you exhale, just look down at that shoulder, all the way out. Carefully slide that back hand down the back and slowly allow it to move around the hip to the front. And then from here, you're gonna come through center, and as you exhale, lean to the other side, reach the hand up. And we're gonna move side to side a couple more times. So think about dipping your shoulder, keeping the elbow soft to each side, reaching the other hand up. So just a lazy little move from side to side, grounding through the hip before you take the hand up. And next time you lean over to the left, hold it here. Remember, elbow, if the elbow is straight, not crunching into the shoulder. So soften the elbow if it feels better. Look up at that right hand, just circle that right wrist around, warming up that right wrist. Maybe 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. And then coming back to center, go ahead and flick your water on the ceiling. Getting rid of tension in the hands, fingers. And we'll do this for 3, 2, and last 1. Go ahead and relax those fingers. You can stay here. You can just reach the hand across to the opposite side. Or you can turn the palm behind and gently lower the hand. So the back of the hand is going to come around the back over to the opposite waist. If you can kind of pull it around that way, if you can't, it's fine. And from here, softness in the elbow and soften the left ear to the left shoulder, just allowing some softness to come into the pose. If any part of this doesn't feel good, change it. Make it work for you. Opening up into the right side of the shoulder, right neck, right arm. Inhale through the nose. And a big sigh. All the way out. And again, breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Breathe in through the nose. And as you exhale, turn and look down at that shoulder, that arm. From here, carefully slide that back hand around, bringing it by the hip. And just a little push off, and we're going to move side to side a few more times. And this time you can lean a little bit deeper into that side opener. So remember, you're grounding through the opposite hip as you lean away from that grounded hip. So that stretch, you're grounding to get that expansion, that extension. You're creating something for the stretch to kind of come out of. Rooting to rise is the expression. You can always take your hand behind your head, look up, pointing your elbow up to the ceiling. A couple more here, side to side. Just making this work for you. Matching movement and breath. So your breath drives the movement. And then next time you come through center, I want you to stay in center. Go ahead and switch out your feet if you're in a crisscross applesauce, lotus, whatever. But if you're kneeling, you don't have to worry about it. But if you are cross-legged, go ahead and switch out sides. So from here, I want you to inhale, take the arms up as high as you can with your shoulders, and exhale, left hand to right knee, fingertips by the side of that hip. You can just look to the side if you want to minimize torque. On the spine, you can take the hand behind you, keeping the spine nice and long. On your exhale, you're going to look over that back shoulder. Inhaling is about extending through the crown of the head, keeping the spine long. Exhaling is just seeing what room you may have in that twist to twist a little bit deeper, a little healthy compression through the mid-body, massaging the organs, stretching your fascia. And leaving the hand on the knee, taking the back arm, inhaling it up and across, grabbing onto the opposite knees, and it's okay to bring them a little bit together and just hollow out the body. Bring the chin down to the collarbones, to the chest, and just stretch out the back, shoulder blades, back of the body. Inhale up, slide that bottom hand off of the knee, moving into the twist on the other side. So fingertips can come by the hips or behind you. So remember, your inhale is about the lift and lifting the front and back ribs. So don't just pop forward. Feel the whole spine lift on your inhale, and as you exhale, look to the side or look over the shoulder. Each breath in is about that space, that extension from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head, and your exhale is just seeing what little bit of room, what can you twist away? What can you compress away? What can you let go of? And your next inhale, taking the back hand across to the other knee. Again, you can bring the knees together a little bit if you feel like you have T-Rex arms, like I always do. And then you're just kind of pulling a little bit out of that hole, stretching the back body, scooping out, hollowing out the belly right here. And slowly coming all the way up, release those arms. Relax those shoulders down and just kind of roll one shoulder forward and then the other just a couple times, kind of loosening up tension in the shoulders. And then reverse that, come forward. And one time, go ahead and roll the shoulders forward and up on your inhale, and exhale, sigh, relax the shoulders down the back. So we're going to go ahead and come off of our props if you're on props. So take the blocks or whatever you're sitting on off to the side and go ahead and bring your legs in front. And feel free to kind of shake out the legs. My leggings are askew and that really bothers me, so I'm going to fix them. It's my OCD coming out on my leggings. So just take a minute and kind of shake out the legs. You can point and flex the feet if you want to. And then go ahead and come into a sitting position, move the flesh out from underneath the sits bones so you really feel the sits bones on the floor, the connection on the floor. I don't mind you sitting on something really low here, like a really low blanket, but not on something tall because I don't want your knees dropping into hyperextension. So remember, you can always soften the knees a little bit if this doesn't feel good on your knees. But we're going to do a little core and leg sequence on the floor right here. So go ahead and take your fingers, temple them out right by the knees. And once you get here, I want you to pull the belly button to the spine, trying to keep that spine long. So I don't want you really coming into a scooped out position, but I do want you to activate the core and feel really strong here. Fingertips by the knees. I want you to take a deep breath in as you exhale, belly button to spine, and I want you to lift the right leg barely off the floor and slowly with control lower that leg right back down. And inhale, I should have mirrored you. So go ahead and this time you're on the right leg, lift it up and lower. We're gonna do that a few more times. So just using the core, not just the quads and the hip flexors, to barely lift that leg off the floor, alternating one at a time. Nice and slow. Doesn't have to be very high. And even if your leg doesn't come off the floor, it's the action of trying to lift the leg off the floor, which is what you're going for. And one more time each side. And now walk your hands a little bit further forward. So maybe they're like halfway down the shin. So it's going to get a little more challenging the further down the body you walk the hands. So don't be surprised if by the end your leg really doesn't move much. Mine probably won't either. So once you're here, fingertips right outside the shins, flexing those feet, engaging the abs, lift that left leg barely off the floor and lower it down. And lift that right leg barely off the floor and lower. Yes, alternating from one side to the other. Any little amount you can lift is fine. Last few here, hang in there. And last one each side. And just take a break. Go ahead and pat out your quads. They're working hard. Mine are. And if you're having any cramping during this, just take a break and kind of massage that area. We're going to do one more set, taking your hands as far down the legs as you can. So remember, if you're just, even if you're just a tiny bit further, so don't feel like you have to get all the way down to the ankles, but if that's easy for you to do, that's fine. I just want your fingers a little bit further down. Belly button to spine from here. Lift the left leg barely off the floor and lower it, and then the right. And just alternate one side and then the other. Not a lot of space here, not a lot of room for a big lift, at least for me, but if you can lift higher, you do you. Yeah, and last two here. And last one. And come all the way up. We're going to stretch out those quads. So go ahead and drop your legs over to the left and have the front foot tucked in by that thigh or knee. And just walk your hands back and just press that hip forward on that back leg, stretching out that quad and that hip flexor. So that was core work, but let's face it, our quads had to do a lot of work on that too. So make sure you're kind of stretching them out. Engaging that glute on that back leg to really press forward, stretching out that quad on that leg that's a little bit further back. And then release that hip back down towards the floor. Carefully bring the back leg forward so they're stacked, come through center, and just let the legs drop right to the other side. So again, taking the back leg a little further back, front foot kind of tucks inside by that knee or that thigh. Hands are behind, just leaning back, and you're pressing that back hip a little bit forward. Getting into that same quad stretch, hip flexor stretch on the other side. Yeah, last little hold here. And release that leg down. And go ahead and come forward and pull yourself up and over the legs into a tabletop position. So once you get in that tabletop position, have your hands about shoulder width apart, shoulders over the wrists, knees about hip width apart, feet in line with the knees. And you can always kind of adjust if once you get started it doesn't feel right, that's fine. Couple of cat cows here. So I want you to inhale, pull the crown of the head up. At the same time, you're lifting the tailbone and looking straight ahead. And from here, you're going to exhale, belly button to spine, moving into cat, releasing the head forward and pulling that belly button in and up. So just move through a couple more of these, inhaling forward and exhaling all the way back. Think of it as opening one side and closing off the other. And one more time here. And coming back to center. So once you get in center, go ahead and move the right knee to the center of the mat. Take the left leg behind you. Hold it right here and see if you can reach the opposite arm in front. If you're having a hard time balancing, go ahead and leave the hand down and just move the leg. So lifting tall, belly button in so your core stays nice and strong. Don't allow yourself to leak and dump through that middle part of your body. So from here, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the elbow and the knee together, crunch that in, and inhale, stretch long. Next time you exhale, reach back and just touch the foot or the ankle on that leg and reach long again. So deep breath in, exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach long, and next exhale, reach back and just touch that ankle or that foot. Inhale long, one more time, pushing that floor away, nice strong core. Exhale, elbow to knee. Reach long, big stretch here, and exhale, reach back, touch. Now this time, hold the foot if you can, and lift that leg up, moving up into that bind right here. Press it into that foot. And release that hand back down. Keeping the leg bent up behind you. You're going to bring the knee around to the elbow, tap that elbow, and lift that leg back up. And tap the elbow, and inhale, lift. One more time. Tap the elbow, and lift. Next time you come forward, hold your knee by your elbow. Tap inside, tap outside. Nice strong core inside, outside. One more time. In and out. Holding the knee inside, lower to the wrist, and pull it back up. Two more times. Lower, lift, last time. Last little hold right here, squeeze everything in. And then extend that leg back, tuck the toes under, walk the hands forward, and just push that heel back, stretching that back of that leg. Go ahead and bring the knees towards the outside of the mat, feet towards each other, and push back into your child's pose. Lower your forehead onto your stacked hands, your stacked arms, or the mat, whatever, and just take a little brief break in your child's pose. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music off because it's skipping a lot, so bear with me. Y'all stay in your child's pose right where you are. And in your child's pose, take a big inhale through the nose and a big sigh all the way out through the mouth. And again, big inhale and big sigh all the way out. One more time, big breath in and big sigh all the way out. Go ahead and pull forward again, back into your tabletop position.
Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and this time we're going to go side to side. So I want you to kind of let your hips move all the way to one side and then slowly come through center and let your hips move the other way. You're naturally kind of gonna want to lean away, like let your shoulders go the other way. You can look over the shoulder. So just kind of come through center, easy little sway. Looking over the opposite shoulder, stretching out that side body a little bit. And one more time, each side, just pushing into that hip. And then come through center and push into the other hip. Coming back to center this time, center the left knee in the middle of the mat and take the right leg up and back. Remember flexing the foot, trying to lift the inner thigh so you're not turning the back foot open into an external rotation. Lifting until you really feel the engagement of the glutes. Not allowing the middle body to collapse, so bringing the belly button to the spine, pushing the mat away. Extend the left arm this time, feeling really strong. Remember, if you're having trouble with your balance, lower that left hand back down and keep it here. So if you're reaching long through the left arm and the right leg, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, and then extend, reach that leg long. And next exhale, you're gonna reach back and just touch the foot inside of the foot with the hand. Extend long, 2 more times like that. Deep breath in, exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. And inhale, extend long here. Exhale, touch the hand to the foot and reach long. One more time. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, reach back. This time, if you can, grab the foot and lift the foot up and back, pulling, kind of pressing the foot into the hand, lifting that leg up and back. Hold it here, brief little pause here. And then exhale, go ahead and lower your hand to the floor. Take the knees wide apart, nice and wide. And on your exhale, push back into your child's pose, lower your head all the way down to the mat and hold it right here. I turned it off, Kayla. It was skipping too much. Sorry guys, I'm just talking to Kayla. She's turning the music back on. So just hold your child's pose for a couple of breaths, breathing in and out through the nose. Taking a little brief little oasis in the class. So inhale from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. Big inhale. And exhale, feel it move all the way down the spine. 2 more like that. Inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way down the spine. One more time. Big inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale all the way down. Next breath in, go ahead and bring the hands in front. And slowly inhale, moving into a tabletop. You can bring the knees back in close. So in your tabletop, we're going to play around with some core work here. So tuck the toes under. And once you get here, see if you can lift your knees up off the floor into a hover, really pulling that belly button to the spine. Hold it right here, breathe. And you're going to step the right leg back and then the left leg and move back into that hover. Alternate the leg you start with and just move back and forth, keeping your body nice and still, nice and strong. You can always just hold the plank if you choose, or just hold the hover. We're going to do this 2 more times. And last one. Hold that plank, look down between your hands. And from here, feeling nice and strong, lift the hips and move into that downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out. Press down through one heel, lift that heel, moving to the other side. Just take your time warming up the backs of your legs. Grounding through both palms, spreading your fingers. Adjusting the distance between the hands and the feet if you need to. And go ahead and press down through both heels, really get an extension from the hands all the way up. You can soften the knees a little bit here and make sure you're not dumping too much in the chest. So kind of have a little bit of a pull in of those ribs, so you feel like you have that nice long line, protecting the shoulders, protecting the hips, the low back. And inhale, kind of pour yourself through that plank. And as you exhale, soften the knees and straighten the legs. 2 more like that. Pour forward through your plank. Knees soft, hips go up and back. 1 more time. Pour yourself forward and then come up and back. Last time coming into that plank, you can always lower the knees if you need to here, that's fine. And from here, exhale really slow with a lot of control, coming all the way down onto your belly. Once you get all the way down, take your hands outside the mat, templing your fingers right here, flatten the tops of the feet. And I want you just to inhale, lift through center. And as you exhale, drop the right shoulder towards the mat, look over the left. Inhale through center again. Exhale, left shoulder comes down, look over the right. Back to center, a couple more times each side. So as you exhale, just kind of soften one shoulder to the mat, look over the other shoulder, other arm, coming through center, exhale, other side. 1 more time each side. One shoulder drops. Looking over the other, center, and last time. Back to center, and go ahead and drop onto the palms, but stay with the hands where they are. And I want you to engage the shoulder blade muscles. Feel the shoulder blade muscles squeezing together. Engaging the back body. And keep that, see if you can lift the hands off and just squeeze using those muscles along your back. Inhale up a little bit and exhale lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more time, inhale, lift. Little cactus arm here. And exhale, go ahead and lower your chin down or your cheek to the mat. Bend the legs and just let your feet do a lazy little rock, side to side. And turning your head the other way, go ahead and let those feet move into a circle. So they're kind of circling around, moving in a lazy little circle a couple of times one way. And then when you're ready, just reverse and let the feet start to move the opposite direction. And coming back to center, last little hold right here, release the feet down. Tuck the toes under, lift the legs and kind of adjust the kneecaps and walk the feet back into where the knees, ankles feel like they're lined up with the hips. Coming back to center, bring the hands in, right by the top of the ribs, the shoulders. Engage the back body, really bring that belly button to the spine, engaging the core, pushing up through your plank, knees up or down, and back to your downward dog. And from here, go ahead and you can center the left foot, press the left heel down while you lift the right leg up, moving into your down dog with your splits. Trying to keep the hips level, not rolling the outside of that hip open. From here, bring your knee to your nose, pulling it up and in, and then lifting that leg back up. Now bring the knee to the elbow, right knee, right elbow, lift it up. And knee across opposite elbow, and lift it up and back. This time, go ahead and bring the right foot through, coming into your lunge. And just start with your fingertips on the floor. You can always have your hands on blocks if you need to. But I want you to go ahead and bend and straighten that front leg. Back heel does not have to be down. Just bend and straighten. And of course, now that we're filming, you're weed eating outside of my window. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me over any noise. Next time, you go ahead and come with the knee over the ankle, hold it right here, and come all the way up. Wow, keep your balance better than me. Once you get all the way up, take your hands to your hips. Bring that back foot in enough to where you can drop the knee straight down to the floor and keep the shoulders over the hips. So from here, you're going to exhale, lower that knee into a hover, and inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower that knee. Inhale, lift.
3 more times, strong in that glute on that left side, last 2. And last 1, hold it down right here, hold it. I want you to lean back a little bit, lift the front heel, lower the front heel. Lift the front heel, lower the heel. 1 more time, lift and lower. Last time, hold it up, hover right here, lean back a little bit more and breathe. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead and lower that heel, straighten that back leg. Push off that back foot, step forward, and have your feet about hip width apart. Just shake out the legs. And go ahead and pat out the legs if you want to. Give them a little love pat. They're working hard for you, thanking them. Just kind of give those legs a little love pat. This is not a punishment. And then go ahead and bend the knees quite a bit and just pour yourself down the legs. You can do a little subtle rock, forward and back. You can kind of move side to side, letting the arms be heavy, the arms swing. You can straighten one leg, see how that feels. To have one leg straight, one leg bent, you can switch to the other side. And wherever you are, hanging in that fold, I want you to take a big inhale. You can come up into a flat back if you like. Exhale, all the way back down. Try to make sure you're not leaning way back in the heels so that you're all your weight's back in your hips so far back that you're taking a lot of the stretch out of the hamstrings. So next inhale, just making sure you can walk your hands a little bit further forward. Keep that alignment in the joints, and exhale, allow yourself to relax all the way back down. Last time, inhale, flat back. You can always slide the hands up the legs a little bit if you prefer. Trying to keep that weight not all in the heels, some of it's in the ball of the foot. A little bit of lightness in the heel, and exhale, drop all the way down. Keeping the softness in the knees. Slowly inhale, belly button to spine, roll all the way up. And once you get all the way up, go ahead and roll the shoulders forward and back a few times. Just roll the shoulders forward and back. And then reverse that. So take them back, up, and forward. One more of these. And then last time, go ahead and roll the shoulders forward, up, and back, and relax all the way down right here. So from here, you can have your big toe mounts together, a little bit of space in the heels, if that feels okay to you. If it doesn't, you can separate the feet about hip width apart. So once you get wherever you are, we're going to do a little calf work and a little balance work right here. So you can inhale, take the arms up overhead. You can interlace the fingers. Whoa. Hang on, I swallowed something. Okay, so arms up, hands together, so you can from here lift off of the heels, coming up, balancing on the balls of your feet. Once you get here, I want you just to drop halfway down and inhale, come back up. And halfway down again, inhale, lift. And one more time, halfway down and up. Hold it up on the balls of the feet, balancing the calf. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Drop the heels down, keep the arms where they are. Exhale, lean to the left, and just let your body relax over to the left. You can look down at the floor, look straight ahead. Up to you. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up. A couple more times. Lean to one side, using those obliques, those sideways muscles to control this movement. Back over to the right. And one more time each side. Inhale through center, exhale left. Inhale through center, exhale over to the right. Come back to the center, look up, reach up, stretch up, and exhale, swan dive right into your forward fold. In your forward fold, you're gonna inhale to a flat back, lifting the tailbone, feeling long from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head, looking down in front of your mat. Exhale, lower down, hands down, feet back, plank. Holding your plank. Right here, feeling nice and strong right here, holding that plank. In your plank, lifting the right leg up. If you want to modify, drop the left knee and do the same thing. So left knee is down or left knee is up, right leg is up. I want you to take it out to the side from your mat and bring it back in. Nice strong core, leg out to the side, bring it in. 3 more times, out. Bring it right back. Last 2. Bring it back. Last 1. Bring it back. Now cross the foot over the ankle and lift the hips up and back, pressing into that downward dog. Shift forward again. Feet crossed, holding that plank. And come right back up. And one more time. Pull forward. Feet are crossed. Keeping the feet crossed, if you can, lower into a brief hover. Uncross and lower all the way onto your belly. Once you get all the way down, interlace your hands behind, if you can, by the hips. If you can't, just take your fingers, your hands right underneath the shoulders. From here, using the back body, inhale and come up. Looking down at your mat in front of you a little bit, using the back body only. From here, exhale, one cheek down. Inhale through center. Exhale, other cheek down. Last time back to center, you can lift the legs if you choose. And exhale, release, hands come down. Cheek turns to one side, relax all the way down. Bending one leg, pulling that heel into the body, releasing it back down, and inhaling the other leg in, and release it back down. One more time each side, bring it in, and lower, pulling it in. So this time your left heel's pulled in, take the right arm out to the side. So you want to kind of keep the shoulder on the ground. You can keep the arm straight or bent. It is up to you. Right arm is out. You're going to slowly turn to the left. Roll onto the right shoulder and let the left foot start to come behind you and touching that foot. Left hand is on the mat and you're going to turn and look over the left shoulder. So make this work for you. If any part of this is not working, change it. You don't have to really open up much. You want to be really careful. And if you can, keep the head. I'm lifting my head to talk to you, but you don't have to do that. So try to release the head down towards that shoulder. And slowly take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come back onto your belly right here, bringing your chin back onto your hands. Do a little lazy rock of those hips. You can tuck the toes under and actually shake your whole body on the mat. Just shake your whole body, let everything jiggle and wiggle that wants to. And coming back to center, relax all the way down. We're moving right to the other side. So left arm is out straight to the side. And once you remember, you can have the left arm bent or straight, either way. From here, you're going to slowly roll onto the left shoulder. You're going to take the right leg, bend it, and start to reach the right foot behind you. Right hand stays on the mat.
So where your head stays close to the floor, you can kind of look over that right shoulder if you want to, or stay right here. So remember, you're just kind of working with what your body allows, not trying to jam or force yourself into any position. Gentle opening through the shoulder and the front of the hip. And slowly, when you're ready, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, roll back onto your belly. Getting yourself squared back up on the mat. Toes tuck under, hands come in right underneath the shoulders, spread the fingers. From here, feel engagement of the back body and the front body. So your whole core, it's like you're tightening a corset. So you feel the tightening of the front and back body that protects your back. From here, deep breath in, pushing up and back into that downward facing dog. Getting your hands and your feet adjusted here. And this time you're going to move the right foot to the middle of the mat, drop the right heel, left leg's going to lift up. So you're not rolling it open, you're stacking the hips, pushing into that left glute. You can kind of feel like you're lifting the inner thigh a little bit on that left leg so you're not rolling the foot out. Deep breath in here, exhale, pull the knee into the nose. And inhale, lift the leg up and back, stretching long through that whole left leg. Deep breath in again, exhale, left knee to left elbow in that direction, even if it doesn't get there. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, opposite elbow, and bring that leg up and back, lifting it all the way up. Go ahead and bring the left foot through, coming into your lunge on the other side. So fingertips on the floor, go ahead and bend and straighten that front leg. If you need to put your hands on blocks or not straighten the leg all the way, that's totally fine. Back heel is up. And make sure your feet are train tracked. So the back foot can kind of move towards the outside edge of the mat and the front foot can move towards the front edge. Go ahead and keep the front knee. And you can bring the back leg up a little bit and take your time coming up into that lunge. And the back foot's in enough so you can drop the knee straight down and feel like your hips are lined up underneath the shoulders. So hands on your hips, bringing that belly button to the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower that knee. Just hover it right above the mat. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last 3. Lower. 2. Lower. Last 1. Hold it down. Lean back a little bit, really activating the right glute. I want you to lift the left heel and lower the left heel. Lift the left heel, lower the left heel one more time. Lift and lower. Last little hold, heel up. Sink in nice and low. Lean back any amount that you can for 3 breaths. 2 more. Last 1. Lower the heel. Extend forward, fingertips to the floor. Push off the back foot, bring it forward. And go ahead and take your feet about the width of the mat this time. Soften the knees and let your body drape down. You can have a little lean side to side, kind of straightening one leg, leaning towards the bent leg. A little lazy rock. And next time you lean to the right, go ahead and take the left hand by the right foot, other hand up to the ceiling, look up. Exhale, come through center, shift, other side. Lower that hand, coming back to center. From here, belly button to spine, inhale, roll all the way up. All the way up, take the arms overhead, reach up, stretch up, and exhale, palms together in front. We're gonna have, so keep your feet wide, knees soft. We're gonna have a little throwing away party right here. So from here, inhale, take the arms up, And as you exhale, sit back and throw something away to one side. Inhale, circle through center, throw it away to the other side. Move back and forth. Exhaling, throwing to each side, bending those knees, keeping it nice and soft and low. And now straight back, inhale up, exhale, throw it straight back, inhale up, exhale, throw, one more time, inhale up, exhale, throw. Hold it low right here, straightening those legs-ish, straight-ish, don't have to be straight all the way. Inhale, flat back, exhale, lower. Hands down, step back, plank. And this time when your plank gets set, you can drop the right knee if you need to and just keep the left leg up, that's fine, or both legs up. And this time take the left foot off to the side and bring it back. Nice strong core, take the foot out, bring it back just outside the midline, 3 more times. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead and cross, foot over the heel, lift the hips up and back, pushing towards that child's pose, and pour yourself forward back into the plank. 2 more times, up and back. And pull forward. Last one, up and back. And pull forward. Slowly start to hover, if you can right here. Uncross, lower all the way down. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, lower. Hips up and back. Child's pose. Take the knees wide. Sink those hips. Rest your head on your hands. And just breathe. Catch your breath. Nice big inhales. And exhales. Come in and out through the nose. One more big inhale. Exhale. All the way up. Walk the hands in carefully. Drop the hips to one side. And take the legs forward. We're going to do a little low boat core work before we start to kind of stretch it out and slow everything down. So legs are long in front. I want you to slowly lower yourself onto your elbows. And then from here, all the way onto your back. Once you get all the way down on the back, big stretch through the whole body. Reach. And exhale, bring the arms back down, out from the hips, palms up. Just take a breath right here. Enjoy a little mini Shavasana, mini rest on your back. And then go ahead and slowly take your feet about hip width apart, maybe a hair wider, and point the toes up to the ceiling so you're flexing the toes. From here, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just lift the shoulders off and look down at your feet. Belly button to spine, barely lifting off the floor. I want you to lift both feet if you can, or lift one foot at a time. So just alternate. One side at a time, or both together. One more time. And now I want you to take one foot out to the side, and bring it back. Other leg up, side, and back. 2 more. Lift, side, bring it back. Lift, side. One more time each side. We're almost done. Last one. And relax all the way down. Big stretch. And this time as you exhale, go ahead and bend the legs, carefully walking the feet in, and pull the knees into the body, hug them in. You can do a little lazy roll on the back. If you want to, circling around maybe 3 times one way, 3 times the other way.
Coming back to center. You can always take the knees outside the frame of the body, hug them in more towards the armpits. Happy baby is fine. Trying to keep the shoulder blades pulling in towards the floor. You can always do the soles of the feet together, a bound angle if you choose. Elbows kind of gently encouraging the knees to open up, getting into the inner thighs, the abductors. And one more squeeze in. You can bring the head and the knees together, Uttanasana here, and release the head back down to the floor. Take the left foot down, extend the right leg up, and release your hands behind the leg. Hold that right leg in place, pointing and flexing. Stretching the top of the foot with the point, the bottom of the foot with the flex. And holding somewhere in between, circle that ankle around, maybe 2 or 3 times one way, 2 or 3 times the other way. And ending up back in a flexed position. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the head and the leg together. Leave the leg where it is and release the head back down. 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale, head and leg together. See if you can leave the leg where it is. Drop the head back down. Last time. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull. And release the leg all the way down with the head. Extend both legs long. Big stretch. And exhale. You can leave the arms overhead if you like. You don't have to. Up to you. Walking the feet in. Taking the feet wide, about the width of your mat. Let the knees drop in together. A little reset. A little love for the sacrum. SI joints, the lowest part of the spine. And inhale, release the legs. Pull them into the chest one more time. Squeeze the legs in close. And release the right foot down. Take the left leg up to the ceiling and release your hands behind the left leg. Point and flex the left foot. Really noticing, moving through that full range of motion with this. And circling the ankle around, moving the ankle around maybe 2 or 3 times one way, 2 or 3 times the other way. Coming back to a flexed position. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slide the hands up the leg, bring the leg in towards the head. See if you can keep the leg there and drop the head, neck, and shoulders down. 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull, head, neck, and shoulders. Release it down. Last time. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull. And release all the way down. Last little hold here. And slowly release the leg all the way back down to the floor. Extending both legs long, both arms overhead. Now you can leave your arms wherever you like. Go ahead and take the soles of the feet together and relax on your back for a little reclining bound angle. You can change the arms if you prefer the hands, palms down on the belly, that's fine. Palms out overhead, doesn't really matter. I want your arms somewhere comfortable. And just hold it here for a few breaths, just kind of allowing the lowest parts of the spine to soften into gravity into the floor. Big inhale through the nose. Big sigh all the way out. Next inhale, bring the legs together and extend the feet long. It is time for Shavasana. So go ahead and arrange yourself on your mat, legs apart, but don't be afraid to take up some space. Arms out, you can kind of lift the shoulders and pull the shoulder blades down the back, giving your neck some space. You can have a blanket or pillow underneath the neck, supporting the curve of the neck if you feel like you need that, that's fine. blanket over you if you want. Just stay in your comfortable Shavasana position. And when you get there, just allow your body to shift from working to being. So let yourself feel heavy on the mat. Your eyes can be closed, or if you don't like to close your eyes, just kind of have your gaze unfocused, a little bit fuzzy. And just move through your body and soften any places in your body that may still be holding on a little bit to something. Maybe it's the jaw, maybe it's the shoulders, the neck, the hands, wherever it may be. I want you to intentionally give those places of your body the message to soften and let go. Allowing yourself to feel pulled into the ground by the magnet of gravity. Surrender to that pull. It's going to win anyway. So don't fight it and don't force it. Allow a feeling of peace and calm to wrap around your whole body like a warm blanket. And feel that peace and calm penetrate deep into your body, into your soul, your psyche. And allow yourself to take this moment in time, this breath, and this Shavasana. So be present and mindful, grateful for right where you are right now. Without moving or changing a thing, just take these last few breaths and intentionally breathe into the, excuse me, the low belly, low spine, and then slowly start to wiggle fingers, toes, keeping that breath into the low belly, the pelvic floor, the sides of the hip, the tailbone. Breathe in low, low, low in the body. And when you're ready, after a big inhale, slowly on an exhale, roll over onto your favorite side.
And just take a moment on your side and have just a brief moment of appreciation, gratitude for your physical body, all it does for you. We tend to sort of get a little bit stuck on what it doesn't do, can't do, used to do, won't do, and just have a moment of appreciation for all that your body does do for you. And make a commitment to care for that body like a loved one, like a best friend. It's the only one that you're going to get. So you might as well take care of it, appreciate it, love it. On an inhale, slowly take your time pushing up to a sitting or kneeling position. Hands together in front, palms together in front. From here, I want you to inhale. Feel that inhale as a subtle little energetic lift from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head, reaching through the crown of the head all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, just allow your head to bow forward. And you can take your thumbs to the center of your forehead, that third eye. And just make a commitment, a promise to yourself to listen to your inner voice and what your body, your inner voice, your deep innermost self is trying to say to you. And see if you can listen to that answer. Eyes open, adjust focus. When you're ready, slowly lift your head all the way up. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Namaste. Happy Barre. Thank you guys for being with us. I hope that you have an awesome day. We're going to keep bringing you lots of awesome online classes. So we really, really, really appreciate your support. You're the reason we're able to stay open right now. So we appreciate you guys so, so, so much. So be safe, be healthy, be well. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And we will hopefully all be back together practicing yoga soon when all this is over. So take care. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great day.